Welcome to the Sister Buzz. I'm Colleen. Hey, Krissy, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you. Look
Good
at
to
her.
see you.
She's killing it this month with breast cancer awareness. Love the sweatshirt. Love it.
Yes. Yes. My
Hope
friend
that's a
made it
pretty
for,
one.
yeah, my friend made it for me. And Caitlin has one. My daughter has one to match. Yep. And
I don't
then
have one.
I know. I'll have to get you one. And then our son's girlfriend made me this quilt that's behind me. It's breast cancer quilt. Yep. So she made me that.
I love it. I love it. It's so nice. I'm really not with the theme. My shirt says no pain, no champagne. Okay, so there's there's where my hat is at for this
I love
podcast
it. I
today.
love it. I love
No
it.
pain. Those of you who know me, and are probably listening to this podcast know I love champagne. So
Hmm.
to very much a VU girl and a
Yep.
little prosecco,
Little
which little
prosecco.
bubbles,
Little
little
prosecco.
bubbles. I love
How
I
about
love
that
the VU.
Prosecco story from Caitlin? Remember
Oh, oh.
what was, were we in Florida?
We were in Florida, and Chris and I came to visit, and we went to watch Kyle play baseball.
Yeah, yeah,
And Chris and I went to the store and bought like 5 bottles of prosecco.
yeah.
And Caitlin went to the refrigerator and was like, "Oh my God, why did they buy 5 bottles of Prosecco? Like we're some like Alkies or something." And literally that night we opened all 5 bottles and they were gone. And I woke up the next morning and she was drinking them with us and said,
Of
"Oh,
course.
Caitlin, I wonder why we got 5 bottles of Prosecco."
So that
So
so then for her bridal shower, tell everybody what you did for
I I put 5 bottles of Prosecco in her with her present.
her.
And she looked at me. I go, "Well, you always need 5 bottles of Prosecco." She goes, "I know, I learned my lesson."
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Still young. She still needs to be taught.
Hmm.
I will teach her.
Hmm.
But no. Well, welcome back, everybody. I'm excited for another episode of the Sister Buzz. Krissy, this week I have quite the sis time capsule for us. I was talking a lot lately about how the kids are older now. I don't need babysitters anymore. Reagan comes home from school, gets off the bus. I don't have to
Hmm.
worry. I was
Hmm.
talking about that the other day, and I just said, everybody's bigger now. We don't have to worry about babysitters. And it gave me a little bit of a flashback. So, Krissy, if you remember when we were younger,
Hmm.
so those of you who remember probably our first podcast, Kristen and I are the youngest of 5 children in our family. So the three oldest are three within a year or so of each other. So my mom and
Hmm.
dad had 3 kids really close together. And then Kristen and I came later in life, a little bit later back, 6, what are you, 5 years
5 years
younger than Michelle?
between our older sister. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So that's 7, 7. So 5. So Christy and I were on our own, 2 years apart. So we kind of got the rest of them were in college, out in the world, and we were still at home. So mom and dad decided that when we were getting older, that they would just start traveling more and just leave
Hmm.
us. So like didn't care. We were in high school, just okay, we're gonna go away for, 2 months. We're gonna go to Australia, then we're gonna go to New
Hmm.
Zealand, and we're gonna go
Hmm.
here. And we're just gonna leave you guys and we'll be back. So we were like, oh, okay, I guess that's okay. So rewind a little bit. They did this too when we were really little.
Hmm.
That was back when I don't remember it, but I hear it from like our older brothers and sisters. Mom and dad used to get people out of the classifieds, okay, that they would leave us with. And they would go to like dad's construction conventions and they would go to Hawaii for 2 weeks. And we had
Wait,
Mrs.
wait.
Grover, I think her
Yeah,
name was.
yeah, yeah. But wait, you may
Just,
need to back up a little bit for the younger
yeah,
viewers watching about, the classifieds were in the newspaper, like the
yeah,
actual newspaper. I know they
hmm
know what classifieds probably are, but like, so they went to
yeah.
the newspaper for this.
Yeah. Yeah, just random.
Hmm.
Like just random
Yeah.
classifieds. No stranger danger with Barb and
Hmm.
Dwayne. No
Right.
leaving your children with a stranger and you might come home and they be gone. No, mom and dad didn't care. They're too busy going to their construction convention, Yuka, or whatever it's called. We went to. I don't know what
Nuka.
it's called. Nuka.
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 That's right.
Yeah.
Dad was
Yeah.
obsessed with that.
Yeah.
So they would go to these. So it started young. I didn't really remember. It hit me, Christy and I more in our not adult, but young adult
Hmm.
high school
High
age.
school.
So they
Yeah,
would
high
leave
school.
us. Yeah. So they would leave us. So one time that sticks in my head particularly was we got left. And she's very sweet. Our mother was very sweet. She would write us notes every
Hmm.
day and put them in an envelope. And then every week they would leave us money in an envelope, which was very helpful. Okay. I'm not mad at them. And at this point, Krissy was driving. I was not. So we did have wheels. And we could get around town because we were both in sports and we both cheerleaded and we were busy, teenagers. So they didn't leave us totally high and dry.
Right.
But Dad decided that it was a good idea, and I think Mom was probably in on this decision, to leave us with one of his employees. Okay. So Dad had a construction business, okay, which was run out of his office, which was right near our house. And he had a secretary. And her name was Donna. That's all I'll say. And Donna was Dad's secretary. Well, he must have offered her a good sum of money because she agreed to stay at the house with us. Was it for 3 weeks, Krissy?
Wasn't
Or a
it the whole
month?
time they went to Australia, which was like a month?
I think it was like a month. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
I
month.
think so. Yeah.
So left her with us. Now, granted, Donna was the one lady who you waved to when you went to get the mail. Okay. Hi, Donna. How are you? Yeah, whatever. She's kind of quiet, not somebody you were like gravitating towards, but okay. So Dad, Mom tell us that Donna's staying with us. Okay. So, oh, great. So again, Mom left the nice notes, left the money.
hmm
Well, Donna didn't really like us. Okay. So Krissy and I found out very quickly that Donna wasn't very popular in high school. All right. So Krissy and I would be sitting there at night having dinner with Donna, and she'd be telling us her woes of how, people like us that were more popular in high school, she didn't really like us, and we didn't know what it was like because we were more popular than she was. I mean, right, Krissy? It was
Oh yeah.
nonstop.
No, it was
It was
nonstop.
like
Yep.
her reliving how she had a crappy high school childhood.
hmm
So, needless to say, we had to hear about that. And every time we wore an outfit, she had a comment, or anytime we went somewhere, she had a comment. So, Donna was a drag. Okay. Donna was a drag the whole month that we had her. Okay. So, truth be told,
She
Krissy was
was.
driving. She was a drag. So she stayed in Mom and Dad's bedroom, which Mom and Dad's bedroom was at the bottom of the stairs. And she'd go in there at night at like 8 o'clock and would not come out. Like literal, would have
Mhm.
dinner, we'd clean up, and she'd go in there. Like I would sit and watch TV by myself. Remember, Krissy? We would sit there and
Yeah.
watch TV. Like
Yeah.
she would not socialize with us past dinner time. It was like Donna out, like Donna's out.
Yep.
So
Peace out.
yeah. So Krissy started to see this pattern. So she started to realize that if she didn't come home in time, that probably Donna wouldn't notice. Okay. And being the great little sister that I was, I never narked. Okay. So the month that Mom and Dad were gone, Krissy might have come in a few nights way after typical curfew. So one night in particular that I'm going to bring up was one that sticks in my memory. So I was sleeping, dead asleep, been up in my bed. I don't know, it was 2 a.m., whatever. It was
Mhm.
1, 2 o'clock, probably 2 o'clock in the morning. And I hear Krissy walk in. Kelly, wake up. I'm like, okay, what's the matter? And she goes, I don't know what to do. And I said, oh God, another one of these. I don't know what to do because as many of you know, I get Krissy out of everything. Okay. So I wake up, and at this point, Krissy and I were cheerleaders, okay, on the cheerleading squad at school. And I
Mhm.
stand up, and this guy, Eric, on our male cheerleader on our cheerleading squad is standing in the middle of my bedroom. And I'm like, well, hello, Eric. What are you doing here? Okay. So, needless to say, I threw Eric a pillow and I threw him a blanket. And Krissy goes, well, we were at a party and I couldn't take him all the way home, and blah blah blah. I'm going to take him home in the morning. Blah blah blah. No, you guys got dropped off.
We got
You,
dropped off.
I,
We got
you
dropped
got
off.
dropped off.
Yep.
Yep, you got dropped
Yep.
off.
Yep.
That's right. You got dropped off because we had to go get the car. That's right. So
Yeah.
they got dropped off. So, needless to say, she snuck him up the stairs. He nicest guy, totally platonic. Like he
Oh
was just
yeah.
a cool
Oh
kid.
yeah. Yeah.
She wasn't like into him or anything. And he sleeps on the floor in between us. But literally, I'm like, Krissy, we got to get his butt out of here before Donna wakes up because she would wake up crack ass at dawn. Okay.
Well, yeah,
And
and
yeah,
he also worked at the Big M in Jordan.
that's
So
right.
he had to go home early too to go to work and everything. So anyways,
We
go
had to
ahead.
get him back for his
Yeah.
shift. You're right.
Yeah.
So it's winter. All right. And so we live in upstate New York, Syracuse, New York at the time. It's colder than heck out. And my mom had a diesel. Okay. She had a Mercedes diesel, which had to go in the shop. Okay. In the barn because you can't leave diesels. Those of you know diesel engines, you can't leave them out in the severe cold. They won't start. Okay.
Mhm.
So needless to say, we wake up, crack of dawn, sneak down the stairs. Now I'm going with her. Okay. I'm not sure why I have to go, but I have to go. Okay. So Bonnie and Clyde here. So down we go. So we get down into the shop, pitch black. We decide that we can't turn the car on because it's going to turn the lights on in the car because it's going to make too
Right.
much noise and
Right.
all this stuff. So we wheel the car out, pushing the car out in neutral. It's icy. We start to quit the car. Krissy gets in the car, turns the car on. Okay. Proceeding to turn the car on and the lights on to drive out of the driveway, she lays on the horn. Okay. I mean, I don't know how to this day you still did it. I was like, what you doing? So, needless to say, we tear butt out of the driveway. We drive all the way. We drop Eric off. We're driving back. Now, as we're driving back, I'm half asleep. Okay. By this time, the sun's coming up. She's freaking out. She's like, oh my God, we're going to get back. We're going to get busted. Blah, blah, blah. I said, it's no big deal. We'll just tell her we went to the store, something, whatever. So we go into the driveway. We shut the lights off. We get the car parked. We get back up to the house, right back into our beds like it never happened. Okay. But needless to say, all right, we never told mom and dad any of this till years later. But you
Mhm.
know what? I thought about it. It's their own darn fault.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right.
Because we could have done a lot worse. Like we were pretty good kids,
Hmm.
but they left us with a weirdo. I mean, first of all, she didn't like us. Second of all,
No.
she didn't even know where we were or
Mm-mm.
care that we were home on time. She
No.
had no, and so she just made her money and she was out. She didn't
Oh
care.
no, she didn't care. And she was mad at you and I because I think it was like February, and that's like when the semi-formal at the high school would happen. And she was mad because we had to go buy dresses to go to it. And she,
Yeah.
like Colleen said, she didn't do that in high school. So she was mad at us because she's like, oh, so you're going to go to this dance? And we had permission, obviously, from our parents before they left to go to the dance, but she was not happy that we were going to be going to this dance because
Well,
she
she
did
didn't have a
not
good
apparently.
personality. Probably nobody wanted to take her to
Yeah.
the dance. I don't
She,
know.
she, but she was nasty to us. She wasn't very nice at
Nasty.
all, like
She's
just
so
nasty,
angry. We
just
were a
mad at us. And
reminder of everything the bad that happened to her in high school.
yeah, and we weren't mean to her. It's just that she was just mad and we couldn't help what happened to her in high school. We didn't do anything to her, but she
Mm-mm.
basically kind of took that out on us. And yeah, it wasn't the greatest time, but we made the best of it. But that is a great story. And it is
We
yet
always
another
stuck together.
example. Yes, we did. We always have stuck together. And that's just another example of how I would come in and be like, Colleen, you need to help me. I don't know what to do. Because I was like, Eric couldn't go home yet. And the person that was dropping us off, I do remember, could only bring us as far as our house. And so he lived in Jordan and the person that was dropping us off could not take him all the way home. So I'm like, you're just coming to my house and I'll get you home in the morning. So, but great story. That really takes me back because that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. Great times.
Yeah.
Great times. Yeah. Good ones. Good
Oh
times.
gosh.
Oh, man.
So, all right. So I get the sis, what's the buzz? So we're in October still. And I just, I think about strange things sometimes. And so this is another one of those that I'm just gonna, I wonder what people think. So I'm just gonna ask you, Colleen. So, we're going into a changeover where it's been warmer, now it's gonna be colder. And so my question is, do you prefer coffee or tea? And depending on, or if you like both, that's fine. And then do you like the coffee or tea hot or cold? Or does
No,
that does
this
that
is a
depend on
definite
the
for me.
time of year? Does
No.
it depend on where you are or whatever? So, um, I wanted to ask you that.
No.
So what do you think?
Okay. So I'm a definite on this one. Okay. Now, I wouldn't say I'm a big coffee drinker. Like I have a cup or two in the morning, but I am a hard no on cold. Hard no. It could be 100 degrees out. I want my coffee hot. I
Okay.
just do.
Yeah.
I'm a hard no. I'm not one of those mocha chocolate people who go and get all this stuff in it. I need my oat milk with my shot of this and no.
Shot of
Honestly,
espresso.
for those of you out there that like your mocha chocolates, God bless you. Okay. It's not me. It's
Hmm.
just not. I like plain old coffee. And once, like right now with the pumpkin spice, I like a pumpkin spice coffee, but I don't like all the sweet stuff in it.
Right.
So
But you want the coffee hot though, right? Like you
I
wanted a
want it
hot coffee.
hot,
Okay,
hot.
not a cold.
And I'm the
Okay.
same thing with tea. So
Mm-hmm.
right now I have coffee in the morning, but I just like this afternoon, I was a little chilly, it's getting a little
Mm-hmm.
cold here, and I had
Yeah.
peppermint tea today.
Oh, that sounds good.
So it's so good. So I love a
Yeah.
hot tea. So
Okay.
I I'm not an iced tea fan either. I'm
Okay.
not even
All
in the
right.
summertime. I don't
Okay.
like a lot of like that stuff. So I am a hard no on the cold brew. Um,
Okay.
but I'm sure I know my niece will listen to this and she loves her cold brew. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna fight on that one. But I definitely am a hot coffee and a hot tea.
Okay. All right. Well,
What about you?
I can go either. And it depends. Like, I actually go more right now, like more of a refresher type thing if I'm going to have something colder from, Starbucks or Dunkin' or, but um, not as much of a cold coffee drinker. I mean, but I have, but I prefer, and I just drink decaf now, but I drink that in the morning. And then I love tea too. I'm a tea drinker. So, but I will drink
Hmm.
cold, like iced tea, unsweetened,
Yeah.
although good sweet tea. Nothing like a good sweet tea. So,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
so I can have either or, but I guess my preference would probably be the hot coffee. Um, and then that peppermint tea sounds like it was delightful. So,
It's so good.
yeah, and I like
So,
little honey in my tea if I'm
oh,
gonna have a hot tea. So, I do enjoy that. There's a place here in town that makes the drink. It's called a Be Well, which is so appropriate for our podcast.
oh my
And
gosh.
she puts, in fact, I just had one the other day, and she puts a little honey in it for me. So, and that was my other question. So, when you have your coffee or your tea, do you prefer it to be at home, or do you like to go somewhere specific for it?
No, I like it at home.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, Chris and I have started to buy certain coffee. Stewart's is a big place up by us. Stewart's has
Hmm.
really good coffee. So
Yeah.
now I really like Stewart's coffee. Like I like to stop in the morning and grab a Stewart's coffee if I'm grabbing like gas or something early.
Yeah.
So we started buying Stewart's coffee. So we like some of their flavored coffees and their plain coffee. So now I buy them online.
Oh,
So
well, that's cool.
yeah.
It worked out.
And then I buy the Caro cups off of the mint tea and green
Hmm.
tea. That for the hot tea, I buy them
Yeah.
off of Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, green tea is
The
good.
other
I like the
thing,
green tea.
yeah, the green tea is really good. The other thing, Chrissy, is, and I don't know if you've seen these in your refreshers yet, but I did get a refresher a few months ago, and they had those little bubble things in them. The
The bubble?
bubble, whatever they're called. Maybe it was Starbucks. It was
Oh.
Starbucks. And they had these little like bobo they're called. They're like bubbles and they're like
Oh.
flavored. You bite them and they burst this flavor in your mouth.
Oh, I have not had those. Did you like them?
Weird. I don't know. It's
Oh,
really
okay.
sweet, but
Oh, maybe too sweet.
I'm probably not saying it right. They're called something else. But anyways, they're these little bubbly, they're called bubble tea. Bubble tea is what they're called. It's a big thing in some of the big
Bubbles.
cities. Like you
Okay.
get a bubble tea, but they're these little bubble things and they're like little candies almost, but they're
Oh.
soft and they're in the bottom of like a refresher. And
Oh, okay.
it was Starbucks. I had it this
Okay.
summer. It was okay. It was
I
really
have,
sweet.
yeah, I have it. See, I don't want to eat something that's really sweet.
Mm-mm.
So, it's
It was
just
too much.
too much. So, all
Yeah, it's
right,
too
well, good.
much.
Well, no, I was just wondering because, like it's that time of year and, I just thought I'd ask you and see and, because everybody
Yeah.
does different things. And some people like, no way, I don't like tea at all. I'm strictly coffee. My husband's a big coffee
Mm-mm.
drinker. So, it just, and, our kids, our son Kyle likes iced coffee. Caitlin does too. And, but I've seen him, drink. Well, I don't think I've seen Kyle drink a hot coffee, but I've seen Caitlin.
Mine,
Kyle
Allie
likes
doesn't
more
drink
hot
coffee.
chocolate. No, not at all.
Mm. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, she does like those mocha chocolate things. I don't know. She's one
The
of
things
those.
the things that you can't pronounce, or when you like go into
That's
Starbucks
what
and it's
Allison
like,
gets.
I'll have a
Yeah.
half skim decaf,
Yeah.
hold the oat milk hot,
By the
something.
oh yeah, by the time she's done, I'm annoyed. Okay. By the time she's done ordering,
Yeah.
I'm annoyed with her.
It's yeah, it's so annoying. And that's why I just order on the app. When I'm ordering from Starbucks, I just order on the app. I go in and I get it and I go, I'm out. So,
It's
all
so good. Yeah,
right,
it's
well,
easy
that's
to
cool.
yeah.
So moving on. So I get the Sis Pop of the Week this week.
Let's go.
So this is actually this item, this product, I would say, is something that you, Colleen, actually introduced me to. So over like I probably like a few years ago now, Colleen wore these. So they're earrings and she had them. And when I first saw them, I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about them.
Oh, they're epic.
I'm not really sure. So they're by a company called Brackish out of, is it Charleston, Colleen, South
Yep,
Carolina?
they're out of Charleston.
So, and your husband bought them for you, correct? Like your
First pair I
first,
had. Yep.
yeah, your first pair you
Yep.
had. So what was the first pair you had? Like, I don't,
The
what
first pair
was,
I had was like a brown, they were like brown feathers with like burgundy in them.
okay,
Um, yep. Yep.
yep. And when you guys got married, didn't the groomsmen have
The
was
brackish
the
pocket
brackish
squares. Yep.
pocket squares? Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Because I know
The
Kyle had
feathers.
one of those. So, which I had never
Yep.
seen either. So the whole feathers thing was really new to me. So at first, when I saw hers and she was really super excited about it, I was kind of like, not so sure. Not so sure how I feel about it, but maybe that's good for you. They're good for you. Like, you do you. So, so let's, kind of fast forward to this summer and I was there and I had an event where I work. It was kind of like a cowboy theme type event. And I was going to wear a cowboy hat and I had a, cute dress that actually I had gotten at Colleen's house from I worked with her stylist, which was great. Lots of fun. And so she was like, "How about you take my brackish earrings?" And they were this dark navy blue.
Oh,
And how about
looks
you
so
wear
good.
those? And I wore them actually out to dinner when we went out to dinner. There's a picture of me in them.
Love them.
So this was the night that we went out to dinner at Colleen's house. So I actually have the navy blue ones on in that photo. And I absolutely love these earrings. And so she was like, you can take them home and wear them to your event. But she needed them back to an event that she was going to. And so I had to ship them back shortly after I wore them. But I want to tell you what, they're called their statement earrings. So they're the brackish parodies statement earrings. And let me say that a statement do they make? And they are pretty lightweight though. When you say, Colleen, they're not
So
heavy.
lightweight.
Yeah, they're so
They look
lightweight.
really significant,
Hmm.
but like, and they're just very classy. I mean, and every time I wear, and I have, I think 4 or 5 pair now, my husband's bought
Hmm.
me, but
Hmm.
um, and they're all different. There's all different styles. There's all different ones, but the statement, you get a compliment every time you wear them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I then after borrowing these from Colleen, so then I came home and I was like, And like so I had an event that I had the other night where I work and I wore these. Well, I just have to tell you that I got so many compliments on these earrings and now I have them in the black, which is the pair that was just up. So I got a ton of compliments on them and like worn them, wearing them to weddings and things like that. So I'm super excited that she introduced me to these earrings and now I own one pair and I really love them. So maybe eventually someday I'll get another pair, but so
They're
Colleen, thanks for introducing
You're
me to
you're so
Brackish.
welcome. So
Yes.
Brackish is in Charleston. They have stores, they have storefronts there you can go to if you're in Charleston. But you can get them online, brackish.com. They started out with men's bow ties. That's how they
Mm.
started,
Okay.
was
Okay.
men's bow ties in the feather. And then
Hmm.
they went to women's jewelry. I have a beautiful, very thick cuff
Oh, that's right. I forgot
that's,
about that.
yep, that's really pretty that matches a pair of earrings that Chris got me.
Hmm.
But the one thing about them is they have hoops, they have studs, they have all different designs. So if you're not a huge like that big of an earring person. They do have other ones that you can wear every day and things like that. They have bracelets, they have necklaces, they have belts.
Yep.
They have a lot of different really cool things. And they're the kind of thing that it's just a conversation when somebody sees you
Oh
wearing
yeah.
them. And it'll tell you what feathers they're made from, like what
Hmm.
bird and feather they're made from. And so, you buy a certain on the box and they come in a really nice box. So if you want to give them as a gift, it's a really nice gift box, right, Chrissy?
Oh
That they
yeah.
come
No, it
in.
has a nice like bee on it. And
Mhm.
so the one thing she told me was when I took the navy blue pair home and she was like, "Okay, here's the deal. Make sure that you put your hair, if you use hairspray, make sure you put your hairspray on before you put the earrings on. Don't be spraying hairspray after you put the earrings on." So that's like a big no-no. So I make sure that I did not do that. So
Yep.
and yeah, the box is great. And then
Them
the
nicer.
little thing that's like a cloth that you keep them in.
Hmm.
And so I when I wore them the other day, I made sure I put them back
Yeah.
in the cloth
It
and
keeps
then
them
back in the
nicer.
box. Yeah, oh, it keeps them nicer, but I absolutely love them. So,
I have one pair that looks like peacock feathers. They're really pretty, all different
I
color
forgot about your
blues.
cuff that you had, but that's really pretty too.
I have a cuff. Oh, yeah,
I know,
honey.
I
My husband
know.
takes care of me. He's got it
Absolutely.
going on. But yeah, well, that's a
Absolutely.
good pop. That's a good
Yep.
pop, but
Yep.
they're very stylish. Are you going to wear those to the wedding? The black ones?
I am. I am wearing the black statement earrings to the wedding, so very excited about that.
I have to
So,
go.
well, we got to wear black. Like we got to wear all black. So, it's going to
Yes.
be perfect. And you had
Yes.
a choice when I purchased those whether you'd get like the gold, just the all gold,
The
like
top part
the
gold.
top
Yeah.
part would be all gold, but the ones that were on the screen, I actually got the ones that were on the screen. They had the gold around the edge and the black in the middle. So those
Yeah.
were
The
the ones that I
crystally.
purchased. Yeah, because I liked
Yeah.
those better. So for some
Yeah.
of them, they had like that option, but and like Colleen said, some of them are really pretty and they're smaller. They're not the really long ones, but they're shorter. And I did see the necklaces the other day. I thought they were pretty.
Yeah.
So,
Well, now that
uh,
you buy them, they do. The one thing about brackish is they will blow you up on email.
oh
They
my
do blow
gosh, it's unbelievable. Uh-huh.
they,
Yep.
they're
I
blowing
think I
you
get at
up.
least one a day. Yeah, at least
Yeah.
one a day.
They blow
So,
you up. It's just so
yep.
funny because my husband
So,
tells me all the time, he's like, they blow me up all the time. I buy you something. It's like never stops. I'm like, well, that's not a bad thing. Then you know when
they've
something new
got your
comes out.
email.
They'll
That's
get
right.
you.
That's
Well,
right.
awesome
So,
pop, Chrissy. Well,
yep.
that's a really, really good one. All right. Well, I'm gonna close this out with the sis song of the week here. This one is definitely an old fave from the old bedroom. And this one is the Bon Jovi from the Bon Jovi Slippery When Wet album. Those of you that know it loved
So
it.
good.
And this is just such a great song because this is You Give Love a Bad Name.
Oh,
So this Krissy and I, as I've mentioned, were cheerleaders. Okay.
mm-hmm.
And we were not only cheerleaders on the same squad, but we were cheerleaders that went to a competition in Charlotte, North Carolina, right, Krissy?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Our squad made it through regionals and we made it all the way to Charlotte, North Carolina. So we, for some reason, okay, did our dance routine to You Give Love a Bad Name. Okay. Not one of these boppy little, hip hop
Oh, Mickey.
songs.
Remember all the people were doing it to
Oh,
Mickey, wasn't it? Yeah.
oh, Mickey,
Yeah.
yes, if I, yes, if I. And ours was You Give Love a Bad Name. I mean, we were badasses. I mean, we were, we probably looked like the biggest, like, hillbilly hicks. I don't even know from upstate New
Look at that
York.
squad from New York.
Look at that squad from upstate New York. You
That's
give
so
love a
funny.
bad name. And I mean, we were popping it and locking it. And I mean, to this hard
Oh,
rock. Oh, it was the best. But
it
every
was.
single time I see the Bon Jovi Slippery When Wet album, I remember listening into our room and I
Mm-hmm.
remember being in the hallway because Krissy choreographed most of that routine
Mm-hmm.
and for the squad. And I remember you and I choreographing it in the hallway in our house.
Oh my
Don't you
gosh,
remember?
yes. Yeah, there was some
Oh,
pot of berets involved.
it was
There
the
was a
pot of
big
berets.
garden there, like it was
Oh, popping
epic.
it
It was
and
epic.
and it was epic. So
Yeah.
I just had to make you laugh. And
Oh, that was
guys,
so
if you
good.
haven't heard it in a while, a little Bon Jovi, Never Hurt Anybody.
Hmm.
And it's just a really great song. So,
Yeah,
well, I'm
that's
glad you
great.
laughed, Krissy. I wanted to
Uh,
make you laugh this
that
week,
was a good
but
one. Yep.
well, we're going to close it out for another week. You guys can find us on the socials, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, and YouTube.
Yep.
And Krissy, why don't you close this out?
All right. So that's it for another week. Until next time, believe in yourself, everyone. Have a good week.
Believe in yourself. Have a good one. Thanks, everybody.